Well, can you tell us about the sport, like about the rules and everything, and how like wrestling since you were younger, like has helped like understand the rules and the competitions of the tournaments.
Okay. So when I started wrestling, I definitely didn't know what I was getting myself into. Um, Wrestling is not a sport where it's like super popular, so not a lot of people know. Um, like basketball, where you can shoot a 3-pointer, you can go free throws, all that stuff. You got your out of bounds. Like people generally know that stuff, even if they don't play the sport. I think with wrestling, you have to be part of the sport in order to understand it. And the way it works is basically you have a ring, which is just a circle. And in that circle, you have a smaller circle. So the main objective is to try to take your opponent down. A takedown is worth 2 points. If your opponent takes you down, then your objective changes to getting up, getting an escape, getting away, or getting behind that guy, reversing him. So if you escape, it's 1 point. If you reverse the guy, it's 2 points. Um, and then every single round, there's 3 rounds, which we call periods. So every single period, your objective changes. So you started off neutral, which is just both on your feet, and you're both trying to score a takedown, trying to put points on the board. In the second period, it'll be either green or red's choice, and the ref will ask you if you want top, bottom, or neutral again. Most people go bottom because once you go bottom, you have the opportunity to just score 1 point as soon as you get out. So it's kind of like a free point. Then your opponent will get choice, the third period. And then so on and so forth. When you get more into it, there's also stalling calls, there's cautions. So it's a very disciplined sport in which you have to basically, try to break your opponent mentally and physically. So the discipline comes and try not to fight your opponent, try not to be over aggressive, try not to, resort to cheap tricks or like a sucker punch or whatever you'd have it. Because there's penalty points. There is unnecessary roughness calls. You can't pull on any clothes. You can't, pull on the guy's headgear. You can't poke a guy. It's a very disciplined sport in which you just have to use your technique, which is that technique, to try to score points. You can also win by a pinfall. So pinfall is when you put your opponent to their back and their shoulder blades touch the mat. That automatically ends the match, regardless of the points